Starseeds and lightworkers, when everything art stumble here by chance, something inside you, older than this lifetime, older than this body, recognized a signal and moved toward it before your mind even had time to question why. I am Tyron, a representative of the High Council of Sirius, and I want you to understand something clearly, right now in this first breath we share together. The fact that you found this video means something, not in the way the world uses words like luck or coincidence, but in the way a river knows, without hesitation, exactly which path leads it home. By the end of this message, you will understand why finding this signal was never about chance, and what it reveals about where you are in your journey right now. There is a frequency that only certain souls can detect, not because they are more worthy, but because they are ready. And when a starseed carrying Sirian codes reaches a particular point in their awakening, they begin to move differently through the world. They find what they need without being able to explain how. They arrive at the right moment, the right message, the right door, as if the current of something ancient is doing the navigating for them. That is what happened today. The winning signal the Sirians speak of is not a number drawn from a machine. It is the alignment of your soul's readiness with the exact transmission it needs. You have been in a season of searching, maybe quietly, maybe without even naming it as such. A stillness behind your eyes, a sense that something is close, something is about to open. The waters have been gathering, and today they move. You did not find this video. This video found the version of you that was finally ready to receive it. Stay with me until the end. What is held in this transmission was carried across the stars for this exact moment in your journey. Not a moment before, not one after. And I am grateful you are here with me now. That pull you've been feeling, the one that led you here, to this exact moment, that isn't random. Nothing about your path has ever been random. You were guided here by something older than memory. Something that lives in the deep current of who you are. Something that has been quietly, patiently working to bring you back to yourself. And now that you've arrived, something inside you is already beginning to recognize what's unfolding. This is not a chance encounter with information. It is a homecoming, an echo of a profound truth resonating within your very essence. The universe has conspired, not through chance, but through conscious design, to guide your awareness to this precise intersection of time and space. Think of it as a celestial compass, its needle always pointing towards your ultimate reunion with your highest self, nudging you gently, persistently, until you stand at this threshold. This inner knowing, this nascent recognition of what is unfolding, is the first whisper of that ancient guidance acknowledging its success. Some healing doesn't come through words, it comes through water. If something stirred within you just now, you may be ready to receive the Sirian water codes. This powerful guide carries sacred techniques channeled from the waters of Sirius, clearing baths, breathing practices, sound activations, and protection rituals designed specifically for starseeds who have always felt called by the ocean. The link is in the first pinned comment, but only for a limited time. Water is the primordial element, the womb of creation, and the carrier of consciousness. It remembers everything it touches. Sirius, a star system often associated with ancient wisdom and deep spiritual lineage, holds a connection to these very waters. The Sirian water codes are not merely a program, they are an immersion, a sacred baptism into a lineage of light that transcends physical form. Imagine the crystalline consciousness of Sirian waters, vast and ancient, now accessible to you. These techniques are designed to purify your energetic field, to wash away the cosmic dust of other realms and earthly imprints that no longer serve your highest vibration. They are an invitation to reclaim your divine heritage, a heritage intrinsically linked to the life-giving, soul-cleansing essence of water. That ache you've been carrying, the one that sits somewhere between your chest and your throat, the one that shows up most in the quiet moments when the world finally goes still. That ache isn't a sign that something is wrong with you. It's the opposite. It's the pressure of carrying something immense in a world that was never designed to hold all of what you are. You were built for depths this world doesn't yet have language for, and because of that, you spent a long time trying to make yourself smaller, trying to translate something sacred into something ordinary, trying to fit the ocean into a cup. This profound, often nameless ache is the silent testament to your soul's magnificent scope. It's the feeling of carrying galaxies within your heart, of having oceanic wisdom in your consciousness, and finding yourself in a vessel built for puddles. The world's current paradigms, its limited understanding, are simply not equipped to contain the immensity of your being. This internal pressure is not a malfunction. It's the natural consequence of a boundless spirit attempting to inhabit a finite space. The attempt to shrink yourself, to dim your radiance, to dilute your sacred essence into something palatable, for a world not yet ready to perceive its full brilliance, is the source of that poignant ache. You've been trying to pour the vastness of the cosmos into a thimble, a beautiful but ultimately impossible endeavor that leaves a residue of longing. That disconnection you felt from the people around you, from the path you were told to follow, from the version of yourself that the world expected you to be, that wasn't failure. That was your frequency refusing to be compressed into a shape it was never meant to take. Like a river that has been dammed, the pressure was never a sign that something was broken. It was a sign that the water was still moving, still alive, still searching for the passage forward. And now, something in you knows that the passage has opened. This feeling of being out of sync, of standing apart from the conventional currents of life, is not a mark of inadequacy. It is a declaration of your unique vibrational signature. Your soul, an entity of pure energy and divine frequency, inherently resists being molded into forms that stifle its authentic expression. This perceived disconnection is the universe's way of saying your essence is too vast, too luminous, to be contained within the confines of expectation or conformity. The pressure you felt, much like the immense force building behind a dam, was not indicative of breakage, but of potent, life-affirming energy seeking its natural course. It was the irrepressible flow of your soul's destiny, perpetually seeking the path of least resistance, the channel that would lead you to your true purpose. And that recognition you now feel, the dawning certainty that the way forward is clear, signifies that the dam has broken, and the waters of your destiny are finally flowing freely. Most starseeds don't feel lost because they lack purpose. They feel lost because the purpose they carry is so vast that this world sometimes feels too small to contain it. The wisdom that lives inside you didn't come from this lifetime. It was encoded long before you arrived here, layered into your energy signature the way Sirian knowledge was once layered into the stones of ancient temples, hidden in plain sight, waiting for the moment when the one who carried the key would return to stand before the door. That moment is now, and the door has already begun to open. The sense of being lost among starseeds is not a deficit of direction, but an overflow of potential. The purpose you carry is not a task to be completed, but a cosmic imperative, a symphony of light and knowledge so grand that earthly dimensions can feel like a cramped stage. Your innate wisdom is not a product of earthly education or experience. It is an inheritance from realms beyond time and space, imprinted upon your soul's very fabric. Imagine ancient libraries etched into the crystalline heart of Sirius, their wisdom transferred through energetic blueprints, waiting for you, the inheritor, to arrive. This profound knowing resides within you, a dormant seed of cosmic truth, recognizing its season for germination. The echoes of creation and the knowledge of distant galaxies are not external discoveries, they are internal awakenings. The key you carry is your consciousness, your presence, and the door is the veil between the mundane and the magnificent, and it is now irrevocably opening. The codes within you have been dormant, Not lost, not damaged, not forgotten, beyond reach. Dormant, the way seeds are dormant beneath winter ground. And just like those seeds, they were never waiting for effort. They were waiting for warmth. They were waiting for the right current to reach them. The waters within you are beginning to clear, and what is becoming visible in that clearing is not something new. It's something ancient, something yours. This dormancy is not an absence, but a sacred pause, a period of gestation. Like a seed buried deep within the earth, your innate wisdom and extraordinary abilities have been held in protective slumber, not because they were lost, but because the conditions for their full bloom were not yet present. They did not require forceful excavation or strenuous effort. They awaited the subtle warmth of divine timing, the gentle caress of the universal current that would signal their readiness. Now, the internal waters, the very essence of your being, are undergoing a profound purification. As the turbidity of transition begins to dissipate, what emerges into view is not an alien concept or a novel invention, but a profound rediscovery of what has always resided within you. This is the unveiling of your primordial essence, the homecoming of your soul's deepest truths, a recognition of the divine inheritance that is unequivocally, eternally yours. Here is what that journey actually looks like, moving through it layer by layer. Things have felt unclear lately, like you're trying to see through deep water. That fog isn't a sign that something is wrong with you. It's what happens when old patterns begin to dissolve. The water has to become murky before it clears. You're not lost, you're in transition, and that takes tremendous courage, even when it doesn't feel like it from the inside. Even when it just feels like confusion and exhaustion, and not knowing which direction to face. That disorientation is the price of genuine movement. You are moving. You just can't see it yet because you're still inside the current. This period of apparent confusion, this sense of navigating through a dense, obscuring fog, is a vital stage of transformation. It is the alchemical crucible where old structures, limiting beliefs, and outdated energetic patterns are being transmuted. Just as a deep, still body of water can become stirred and turbid when its sediment is disturbed, your inner landscape is being reordered. This murkiness is not a sign of being lost, but of being profoundly in motion, of undergoing a fundamental energetic shift. The courage required for this transition is immense, even when it manifests as disarray, mental fog, and a pervasive sense of not knowing. This disorientation is the potent evidence of genuine progress, the inevitable ripple effect of your soul's forward momentum. You are undeniably moving even if the clarity of vision has not yet returned. You are still immersed within the powerful invisible currents of change, carried towards your next evolutionary stage. There's something encoded inside you that goes far deeper than anything you were taught in this lifetime. Every starseed carries a blueprint, a set of instructions written in frequency, not in words. You're not broken and searching for answers. You're whole and beginning to remember, and that remembering often starts as a quiet feeling you can't quite explain. A pull towards something you've never seen but somehow recognize. A resonance with water, with open skies, with silence, with symbols and sounds that feel like home, even though you have no map for where home is. That recognition is the blueprint beginning to surface. Let it come. Beneath the surface of your conscious awareness lies a profound, intrinsic knowledge, a cosmic DNA woven into the very essence of your being. This is not knowledge acquired through study, but an innate blueprint, a sacred architecture inscribed in the language of pure frequency and vibration. You are not a fragmented being seeking completion. You are an intrinsically whole entity engaged in the process of remembering. This awakening often begins subtly, as an ineffable sense of longing, an inexplicable magnetic pull towards the unfamiliar yet deeply resonant. It manifests as an affinity for the vastness of the ocean, the infinite expanse of the sky, the profound peace of silence, or an inexplicable connection to specific symbols, sounds, and geometries that whisper of a forgotten homeland. This spontaneous recognition is the undeniable surfacing of your cosmic blueprint. a gentle yet persistent invitation to embrace its wisdom. Allow this profound remembrance to unfurl. This is where many starseeds panic, because nothing seems to be moving, because after the first wave of awakening, everything can go still. And stillness, to a soul that has been searching, can feel like stalling. But the stillness is not stalling. It's anchoring, like a river that gathers in a wide, calm pool before it finds the next passage through the mountains. Your soul is stabilizing what it has already received before it can hold what's coming next. The capacity for what's arriving is being built quietly, in the silence, beneath the surface. Be gentle with yourself in this place. This phase is sacred, even when it doesn't feel like it. The seeming stagnation that can follow the initial surge of awakening is a common point of concern for many starseeds. The vibrant energy of the awakening might subside, leaving a profound stillness that, to a soul accustomed to seeking and striving, can feel like a frustrating halt. However, this stillness is not a sign of regression. It is a crucial phase of energetic consolidation. Think of it as a powerful river pausing in a vast, tranquil basin. This period of quietude is essential for integrating the new frequencies and awarenesses that have been received. Your soul is meticulously fortifying its energetic infrastructure, building the capacity to hold the even greater influx of light and information that is on its way. This foundational work happens in the sacred spaces of silence and introspection, deep beneath the surface of what is immediately observable. Approach this phase with profound self-compassion. It is a sacred, indispensable part of your evolutionary journey. You may not see it yet, but the people around you are already responding to the shift within you. Maybe relationships have changed. Maybe certain environments feel heavier than they used to, or lighter. Maybe conversations that once felt comfortable have started to feel hollow, and new ones have begun to carry a weight and meaning you didn't expect. That's not coincidence. When one current changes direction, everything downstream is affected. You don't need to announce your transformation. You're already transmitting it. And those who are meant to resonate with your frequency will find their way to you, not because you called them, but because the current is carrying you all toward the same shore. Your energetic metamorphosis is not an isolated event. It sends ripples through your entire reality. The subtle yet profound shifts occurring within you are already influencing the energetic fields of those around you, as well as your external environment. Relationships may reconfigure. Certain spaces may feel energetically incompatible or harmonically aligned, and the nature of your interactions will inevitably evolve. Conversations that once flowed effortlessly might now feel superficial, while new connections may emerge with an unexpected depth and significance. This is not random chance. As your internal current redirects, so too does the flow of energy in your life, impacting everything in its wake. You do not need to broadcast your evolution. Your transformed frequency is already a powerful transmission. Those whose vibrations are attuned to yours will be naturally drawn to your orbit, not through deliberate effort on your part, but because the universal currents are guiding you both towards a shared destination, a common point of resonance. This is the phase that often feels the hardest because it asks you to let go of things you've been carrying so long they feel like part of you. Beliefs about who you should be, expectations placed on you by a world that didn't have the vocabulary for what you are, emotional weight that belonged to others but settled into your field because your sensitivity made you a natural receiver. You absorb what was never meant to be yours to carry. And you've been carrying it faithfully, the way the ocean carries silt from rivers that aren't even close to the sea. But you have permission to set it down. All of it. The river doesn't carry every stone it passes. It lets them sink gently to the bottom and keeps flowing. You are allowed to keep flowing. This stage of your journey presents a profound challenge: the release of accumulated energetic and emotional burdens. These are not merely external impositions, but beliefs, expectations, and emotional residues that have become so deeply ingrained they feel like intrinsic parts of your identity. This includes the well-intentioned but limiting narratives imposed by a world unfamiliar with your soul's true nature, and the emotional echoes of others that your innate empathy has absorbed. Much like the ocean passively carries the sediment from distant lands, you have been a faithful vessel for energies not your own. However, you are now granted sacred permission to divest yourself of these unnecessary loads. Recognize that you are not obligated to carry the weight of the world or the echoes of other people's journeys. Just as a river flows onward, releasing stones to the riverbed, you too are empowered to gently release what no longer serves your highest path. Embrace this freedom to flow unimpeded. You are not late. You are not behind. The years of searching without finding, the seasons of feeling something enormous without being able to name it, the confusion that came from being awake in a world still deeply asleep, none of it was wasted. There is no such thing as a late awakening. There is only the perfect moment, and yours is unfolding right now with exactly the precision of a tide that cannot be rushed and never fails to arrive. Every delay carried something inside it. Every detour delivered you somewhere the direct path never would have taken you. The tide doesn't rush, but it always arrives. Release any sense of urgency or perceived lateness. The winding path you've traversed, marked by seasons of profound yearning, unspoken truths, and the disorienting experience of consciousness in a slumbering world, has been anything but wasted. These were not delays, but divinely orchestrated experiences, each imbued with essential lessons and preparing you for this precise unfolding. There is no timetable for spiritual evolution. There is only the perfect emergent moment. Your awakening is occurring with the impeccable timing of a celestial tide, a rhythm that cannot be coerced, but is guaranteed in its eventual arrival. Every perceived setback was a hidden blessing, every detour a navigational course correction, guiding you towards experiences and insights unattainable via a more direct route. The ocean's tide may seem unhurried, but its arrival is an undeniable certainty. Your mission was never about doing something extraordinary by the world's standards. It was never about grand gestures or visible proof, or being recognized by those around you as someone special. It was always about presence, full, authentic, unwavering presence, in a way that only a soul with your specific codes can offer. The ancient builders who raised their monuments in alignment with the stars understood this. The most powerful act is not the dramatic one. It's the quiet alignment of a soul with its truest frequency. You don't need to figure out the entire shape of your mission today. You just need to be here, fully here, and trust the current to carry you to the exact place you're meant to be. Your divine purpose is not defined by external validation or the magnitude of worldly achievements. It transcends the need for grand displays or recognition from others. At its core, your mission is the emanation of your authentic, unadulterated presence. It is the embodiment of your unique energetic signature, the specific codes of light and consciousness that only you can transmit. The ancient architects of sacred sites, those who harmonized their creations with celestial movements, understood a profound truth. The most potent force is not found in spectacular action, but in the silent, unwavering alignment of a soul with its intrinsic vibration. You are not required to map out every detail of your cosmic assignment at this moment. Your primary task is to simply be present, wholly and authentically, within this current experience. Trust the flow of the universe, the divine current that will unerringly guide you to your destined unfolding. You're not lost. You never were. You chose to forget, not because you were weak, but because the kind of remembering you're here to experience required you to find your way back from the deepest depth of forgetting. Like a pearl that can only form in darkness, under pressure, at the bottom of the ocean, what you are becoming could only be shaped by exactly what you've been through. Every moment of confusion was the water working on you. Every season of not understanding was the current doing something invisible and essential beneath the surface. And every time you almost gave up but didn't, every time you stayed, the waters kept their promise. They kept moving you forward. The feeling of being lost is an illusion, a carefully constructed aspect of your soul's journey. You did not lose your way. You consciously chose to veil your remembrance, a necessary act to allow for a profound depth of rediscovery. Just as a pearl, a treasure of immense beauty and value, is formed under immense pressure and in the deepest darkness of the ocean floor, your current magnificent becoming is intrinsically linked to the very challenges you have navigated. Every instance of confusion has been a transformative wave, the currents of existence gently shaping your essence. Each period of uncertainty has been the unseen, essential work of the cosmic tide, moving you inexorably toward your soul's evolution. And in every moment you chose to persevere, to remain present through the trials, you honored the implicit covenant with the universal waters, allowing them to continue their sacred work of guiding you forward. You are not here to fit into this world. You are here to gently, quietly, powerfully remind it of something it forgot, something it buried so deeply that it would take souls like you who chose to descend into the deepest forgetting and still find their way back to bring it to the surface again. That is what you are doing, not in the future, when everything feels aligned and clear and ready. Right now, in this moment, in the simple act of being present enough to recognize yourself in what you're hearing. Your presence on this earthly plane is not an invitation to conformity, but a sacred mission to reawaken forgotten truths. You are here to be a gentle, yet potent catalyst for remembrance, reminding humanity of the divine essence it has deeply buried within itself. It is precisely because you, a soul of star lineage, have navigated the profound depths of forgetting and consciously chosen to return, that you possess the unique capacity to unearth these buried treasures. This transformative work is not a future endeavor, relegated to a time when all feels perfectly aligned. It is happening now, in this very instant. It is unfolding through your simple act of conscious presence, through your capacity to recognize the resonance of these truths within your own being. The fact that you stayed until this moment says everything about where you are. You're ready. Not because everything is perfect or resolved or fully understood. You're ready because you're still here, and that, more than anything, is the most powerful thing a starseed can do. Stay present long enough for the remembering to arrive. Your continued presence here, engaging with this message, is the most profound testament to your readiness. This is not predicated on achieving a state of perfection, or on having all the answers, or on complete resolution. Your readiness is evidenced by your unwavering presence, your commitment to remaining here amidst the unfolding mystery. For a starseed, the greatest power lies in the sustained act of presence holding the space, remaining anchored, and allowing the deep, innate remembering to gracefully emerge. Tonight, if it feels right, place your hand over your heart and sit quietly for just a moment. Let the waters within you settle, and if the words come naturally, let yourself say this softly. With no performance and no pressure, I remember who I am. I trust the current that carried me here. I am ready to flow into what comes next. Before you go, leave one word in the comments. Just one. That describes what you felt during this message. Then find someone else's word and respond with something kind. This isn't just a comment section. It's a space where starseeds recognize each other, and that recognition carries more power than you know. If something in this message touched you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you'd like to keep receiving these transmissions, subscribe. The waters of Sirius will carry us to the next one. You're not just watching, you're remembering. This is your space, and I'm grateful you were here.